Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the set. 451. I don't think you got it, son.
On 1st and 10, Franks. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Check line 54. Line 54. See it. Watch QB's up. Check. Ready, go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Franks. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First down, Chicago.
Come on.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Exit. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun, Franks. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Franks. He's got it. Complete. Mike Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set. Ready. Come on. 15 lining. 15 lining. Let's go.
First carry now for David Montgomery. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Shifts by him at the 25, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Right there. That's what I do. Check.
Now a give right side. It's Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Go. Motion.
On first down, Carson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's make these babies cry.
Now it's Carson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
John Ross, 51 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
At the 20-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's get 2, fellas. Let's go. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
From the gun, Franks. This one caught by Davis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Darren Lee there to get him down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
51, Mike 51. Stop your whining. 51 to Mike. Go.
Operating from the gun. Franks. Twisting away. They will find Davis. That's complete. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Every day, any day. Bring it around, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. You don't hold this. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Check.
From the gun, Franks. He's got his man on the crossing route. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence you're...
And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Eddie Goldman providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Mike 51. Ready, go.
Looking to throw on second down. Franks. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Go. What we got? What we got? What we got? 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. You're out. 54. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Operating from the gun. Franks. And the catch is made by Riley Ridley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check, Mike 54. I got you, punk. He's got it.
From the gun, Franks. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Wilson now to throw again. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 47 yards. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
36. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Off the play fake. Franks. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing again. Franks. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the whip.
operating from the gun. Franks. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up fourth. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. "46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A first down carry for Davis. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Mike 51. Oh, great. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Bring me echo. Mike 51. Mike 51.
To throw on third down. Franks. Flushed out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 26-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. A final shot before break. Franks, he's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
There. Hey, alert.
Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go, G. Right there. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Franks. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll run on 1st down. Davis. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mike 5-4.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Franks. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch, move. Check it out. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Lock it. Hey. Check, check.
On third down, Franks. It's caught by Davis. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1 yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1 yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pull it together. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
They run again with Carson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check, check. Mike, 53. 53.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. When you're on your own 1 yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it, try and create some space, some room, and it went awry, didn't it?
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Again, it's Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10 yard line. They follow up the first down 1 yard run with a minimal gain of 2. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Go on, back. Ready, go.
From the gun, Franks. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11 yard line.
That's the 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The kick by Sanders is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23 yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 77 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple, oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. We got it. We got it.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
17.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Strip that ball. Check 66. Roll it high. And go.
Here's Davis now. And an alley to run. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Shaquille Griffin on the tackle.
Smoke.
A gain of 9. Brings up second and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Ready, go.
On second down now. It's Davis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On first down, Franks completes it to Davis. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
4 yards to go.
Red 94. Don't say nothing. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Franks. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. L.J. Collier drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check 15. Ready. 51's the mark. 51's the mark. I'm scared. Let's go.
On 4th down, Franks. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
53, Mike.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go. 70 in.
Back to throw. Franks. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike 51.
Looking to throw. Franks. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Carson. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
This is Carson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 53. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Check 53 is Mike. Drop deep, drop deep.
Mike, 53.
Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's a strong running. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. What's the Alpha? Hey, what's that? What's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Mike 54. Mike 54. Check pass. Check pass.
Mike's back 4.
There you go.
They'll look to throw. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And that will be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
How you getting, Charlie?
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Let. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 4th down, Franks. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl, but they have to win next week after winning this one.
Move 15. 58, come on. Check back.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.